Sexy Ajarakan isn't real. He can't hurt you.
Oh no, he's hot!
Hello, my fellow hunters. I cannot believe it has been a week already since the release of Wilds, and what a week it has been. It's just been wonderful seeing everyone get stuck in, all the happy hunting that has been done, and just having this wonderful community, you guys, everyone coming together and collectively basically going, oh my god, this game is incredible and it's all I know, I don't even sleep anymore. But today then, I wanted to just kind of celebrate that fact, because I think it's very fair to say that Monster Hunter Wilds is winning. In a couple of different ways, actually, some very useful, like some fairly major patches that are rolling out, addressing a lot of issues, and then some, and we'll get on to that. But first and foremost, numbers, right? Holy gog numbers! Becoming the 5th highest all-time peak player count game on Steam is just ridiculous. And then maintaining this sort of 800 to 950k average a week out is also absolutely ridiculous, and it warms my heart to see. Like, me playing Monster Hunter way back on the very first game on PS2, watching it grow slowly through the generations, it was always huge in Japan and such, but in the West, it was just kind of this little cult game that had a passionate but small following. And to now see that become this? It's just ridiculous. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be here in this capacity, making videos, telling you guys useful things, hopefully giving you a little giggle here and there. It just really, it's more than I can ever express or have hoped for, and just thank you for all of you listening to this. And the numbers don't stop there. It sold 8 million copies in the first 3 days. Monster Hunter World sold 5 million. Yes, a huge part of that is the simultaneous release, because now PC can jump in as well, but it also means those player numbers are also much smaller than the reality, because console isn't accounted for. The point is, though, it's now become Capcom's most successful game of all time, and it's Monster Hunter. Ryozo just got made the heady director, gamey person of just Capcom in general, I believe, which says a lot about the confidence they have in him and the work that he does. Though I hope he always retains, you know, just a little bit of bias for our Monster Hunter. In any case, yeah, things have got, and forgive me for this, wild. It really is special to see. And we've also got the event quest starting, we've got the schedule rolling out, new weekly stuff to do with rewards and armor and all of that goodness, high rank being fully explored and conquered by so many hunters, the title update looming so quickly. Honestly, it's going to be here in like 3 weeks and a bit more, which is just so good. I really expected to wait longer than that, and it just really seems like everything is happening, everything is firing on all cylinders. And at this point, I kind of just want to sit here and be like, how are you guys finding it? How are you feeling? How have you been enjoying it? What are your highs? What are your lows? There certainly are issues. I think not being able to face the final boss again is really strange. Him not having an armor set is really strange. I have to hope and assume that's going to be a title update thing, in which case fair enough. Layered weapons would be really nice. We're getting a canteen, which is also going to be really nice in the title update. You know, actual proper content beyond monsters is really exciting to see. That tells you they have big plans for the update cycle this time around, and it should be really meaty and meaningful. We're going to get actual, you know, areas of the game. Hopefully one of them is a place to display all of the innocent animals we've caught in our net. In any case, there is a lot of good, and while we'll talk about the state of the game in general as a whole over the coming weeks, I think for now it's just really nice to be like, yeah, go Monster Hunter, because you can just feel the love and passion in the game in every little detail. And bottom line, by my own order, I celebrate this occasion. And let's move on then to the patch side of things. You see, Monster Hunter has now opened up a brand new Monster Hunter status account that lets you know everything that's going on patch-wise, and this is much more involved than Worldborn or Risebreak. There is now a dedicated series of updates that are rolling out, helping with performance, getting rid of progression blockers, and everything like that. And that's really, really nice, because yes, of course, well, performance has been quite the issue on PC, and in a lot of cases rightfully so. I don't think it's been as bad as the reviews would lead you to believe, because there's a lot of happy people just plugging away enjoying the game, not leaving reviews, and of course everyone on consoles is doing fine, but they are actively working on it, which is really, really nice to see, and thankfully it's come nowhere close to the kind of small disaster that was something like Dragon's Dogma 2 in that regard, as much as I loved that game. But it seems beyond that, we're actually going to be getting balancing things as time goes on, like this most recent patch. The night flower pollen loop of golden tickets is going to be addressed, presumably from this. Some items rewards can be obtained repeatedly under certain conditions, which is, on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm kind of all for this, because look, the best way to farm things in a Monster Hunter game should be monster hunting. And while it is kind of cheeky and satisfying to run around collecting flowers for your weapons and your decorations, I think there is a kind of element of sort of missing the point going on. But hey, look, it's a single player game at the end of the day, and yes, obviously multiplayer online hunts and stuff, but you know, you're not PvPing, nothing you do affects anyone else really, as long as you're literally not cheating in online lobbies for some deranged lunatic reason. So however you want to play is however you want to play, but I can understand why they're doing this, because they do want the game to be somewhat, you know, a Monster Hunter game. The one that I'm kind of scared of is some skills unintentionally activated under certain circumstances. I really hope that doesn't affect things like Counter-Strike on Tackle and Greatsword. There's quite a few other skills as well, but something like Critical Element seems to have something wrong with it. Flair seems to have something wrong with it, so I'm hoping that a lot of these skills, even Ambush has a little bit of a bug going on, so I'm hoping a lot of these skills are actually going to be addressed and fixed, and it seems like that's actually going to be the case, which might result in some actual shifts to literally sets and such going forward, which I'm really excited to see. That said, there is also a lot of weirdly working slash not working slash working in ways they shouldn't be working skills in the game, and I'm hoping this means they are going to slowly get fixed or addressed and tuned up as time goes on. Like, for example, rank 2 of Flair is more effective than rank 5, which is obviously kind of silly, and that's probably the biggest single issue I have currently, because it's really hard to deal with set building, because a lot of people look at your recommendations and go, that doesn't make any sense, because intuitively they're right, it doesn't, but then having to explain how each skill is actually working compared to how it should be working is this whole extra layer that we haven't had to deal with at the moment. But that's something that in theory should just be tweaking numbers and settings in little patches, so for now I'm not too concerned. We have had much, much worse base games in that regard, and I think Wilds' actual, you know, base foundation, everything is the best it's ever been for a low-rank, high-rank experience. But yes, a lot of changes coming, a lot of patchiness happening. This is just the latest in a long line of them, and I'm very curious what we will get next. But more than anything, I just wanted to take a moment and just kind of breathe and pause and talk Wilds and everything that has happened in this whirlwind of a week, and see how you guys are doing too. So let me know what you're thinking, let me know how you're getting on, let me know what you're wanting to see from patches going forwards, and yeah, keep tuned, subscribe, hit the bell, we've got a lot going on, as you've probably, you know, told so far. In any case, like you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more, consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.